Hi everyone, welcome. This is Peter's English podcast, and this is the start of my Peter's Sunday 1 hour ramble episode. Yay! It's my ramble episode. Welcome, Peter. For these people who doesn't know me, I'm Peter. I'm 35 years old, and I live in Slovakia. And my hobby is learning English. I've been learning English since August 2023 until now, and I've been streaming since 24th of June 2024 until now. And we can start. Peter, don't destroy something here. It's expensive. Don't do that. Don't do that, please. Wait a minute. The light we can move on. Yeah, it's better. Yeah, I hope it can be near me. Okay, Peter, it doesn't matter. Hi, people, and this is my 1 hour Peter's Ramble 1 hour Ramble talk show, and we can start. But let's start with the slogan. This is the slogan that I created during Christmas 2025, and we can start. This is the official slogan of Peter's English podcast. Learn English, be successful, change your life, open a lot of doors, create your own podcast, write your own novel. You don't need to be talented because learning English is for everyone. Okay, people, the official start has ended, and we can simply talk. I mean, I can talk and talk because this is Peter's Sunday Ramble Talk Show, and the main goal of Peter's 1 hour Ramble episodes is surviving in for 1 hour. I mean, the main goal of this episode is simply talk for 1 hour in English without preparation. Yes, people, this is the kind of ramble episodes where I want to ramble without any kind of preparation for 1 hour. And we can start. Okay, Peter, what we can, how we can start? What we can start? Okay, we can start with the uh, last days. Yes, people. Okay. Uh, we can start with the yesterday. Yes, people. As you know, yesterday I streamed chapter 5 of season 3 of my Peter's English podcast. It was a picture in picture storytelling episode about the new chapter 5 of season 3 of my Viera universe, and Viera with Peter. What it was about? Wait a minute. Yes, I know. Peter, don't be shy and continue. It was, yes, Vera realized that is under the sleeper of over her dark vampire instincts, and she decided that this situation has to end, and she controls her vampire instincts. And what happened? Yet, yes, and and she decided that she has to rescue Peter because Peter was in danger. He was with his female colleagues at the disco, but he didn't know that two of his female colleagues are beautiful female vampires, and Peter didn't know any chance against them, but Vera saves him, and she showed vampires and werewolves that she is the best candidate for the leader of the dark organization, because she rescued Peter from two dangerous female vampires, and she stopped werewolves as the true leader with violence, and that's great. She used the power of her mind. Yes, she used the mind control skill because she is the most powerful female vampire, as you know. I don't know if you know this, but now you know. And and uh, and Vera explained what is the dark organization, that is the modern organization of vampires and werewolves, and she wants to teach every supernatural being English and support supernatural beings. And that was the end of the episode. I mean, chapter. And it was funny. And I've had a very funny situation during the writing, because I usually write into the chat of Microsoft Copilot, and I use it only for translating. But yesterday, Microsoft Copilot was shocked that I used rude words in English. But okay, who cares about it? It wasn't so bad, and I tried this improved version of Microsoft Copilot. I mean, these few words, and now my chapter 5 looks better. It's more funny, and it's simply 3 lines, 3 sentences created by Microsoft Copilot. Everything else is mine. And I did it. I streamed and recorded chapter 5 yesterday without any problem. And you can find my live stream in the section live streams, where is every live stream that I ever made. And what else? Yes, as you know, people, every episode of Peter's English podcast is live on YouTube, because I like to be on air, like in the TV or in the radio, and this is the best thing how to practice my English skills. And today's is ramble, and where I was, yes, I was talking about the program of Peter's English podcast. The next week, I want to do 4 live streams, before the Fridays, the publication day of Peter's English podcast. These 4 episodes, these 4 live streams are about Learn English with Peter with the help of Study and Learn Mode of Microsoft Copilot. And because you like these shows, I discovered that this kind of episodes are the most popular. And it's because Microsoft Copilot is very funny, and the Study and Learn Mode is very useful for me and for you too. You can try it. But you can use another help of another AI chatbots. And then on Friday is my traditional publication day of Peter's English podcast, because my publication day is every Friday of week B, because I have time on because I have a lot of time only before the start of the week on Friday, during the week B. And then I want to continue. My plan is to stream and to write, stream and record chapter 6 of season 3 of my novel Vira the Vampire Diary, and I want to continue with it because it's funny. And I hope that nothing that nothing can change my plans, but this is the possible plan for the next week, because I like to stream. I like to do my podcast. My podcast is the best playground for practicing my speaking skills in English. And I'll be streaming for 9 minutes. Perfect. What can I tell you now? Yes, we can start. I can start with the statistics. Okay, people, the last statistics of my Spotify for creators. These kind of statistics are the total statistics of every podcast app except YouTube. And until now, I have 2,954 total streams or downloads. Yay! Perfect. Thank you, people. Except YouTube. And now the statistics of Spotify. the the most successful country with the most views is Slovakia on Spotify. Yay, thank you guys. The second place is Ukraine and Italy. Yay, thank you guys. And the majority of my viewers are women in my age, but only on Spotify, because Spotify is only, I think, 9% of the total statistics of total numbers. And what else? Well, yes, I talked about statistics, and yes, and the most popular country in total is the USA. Yay, with 43%. The second place is Vietnam, and the third place is Japan, and fourth place is Slovakia. Yay, thank you guys. Okay. And now YouTube, I have, yes, I forgot, Petri forgot. I have 13 followers on Spotify. Thank you guys. And now YouTube, I have 30 followers on YouTube. Nothing changed. And I had the same numbers. My YouTube Reels have 6,700 viewers, and my long episodes, audio and plus video, have in this time 3,700 viewers, and my live stream has more than 400 views. I think so. The YouTube isn't a big hit, but you know, people, it's hard to be successful on YouTube, because this system of YouTube is not so easy. I don't know how it works. I don't know why some kind of YouTubers have big numbers and I don't have. I don't know. But my Peter's English podcast, I called it so because it's my own playground for learning English. I want to simply tell you that Peter's English podcast is for practicing my speaking skills in English and having fun with learning English, and it was created for publishing my fairy tales and now my novel Vera the Vampire Diary. And thanks to my ramble episodes, I can freely speak and talk and talk. Yes, I speak with a lot of grammar mistakes. Yes, I know. And who cares? It's not about doing grammar mistakes, because everyone can do a lot of grammar mistakes. It's normal to do grammar mistakes. The best, you have to simply practice your speaking skills in English. It's normal to do a lot of grammar mistakes, people. Don't care about your grammar mistake during your speaking skills, because if you want to practice your speaking skills without practicing your speaking skills, you cannot do nothing. And that's okay. Okay, I was talking about statistics of YouTube, and nothing changed because it's too hard. And what now? Okay, let's escape. No. I simply try to survive, and what we can continue. Okay, yes, I can tell you about my thoughts about podcast, about what else. And I'm very happy that my total statistics of every podcast app are increasing the whole time. That's great. The numbers are increasing every day. That's perfect. But I'm very shocked. I mean, I'm positively shocked that the most popular episodes are Learn English with Peter. Peter, don't stop talking. Breathe, Peter. Breathe. Okay, let's continue. I want to tell you about that the most popular episodes are Learn English with Peter, with the study and help, with the study and learn mode on Microsoft Copilot. And I think it's normal because Microsoft Copilot is very funny, very useful, and his study and learn mode is great. His generated fairy tales are great, and I think it's normal. And now, in the first top 10 episodes, in total, in every podcast app, 9 of them are Learn English with Learn of Microsoft Copilot. And the most successful fairy tale is The Mother of the Dinosaurs, my old saga. I mean, it's my old fairy tale about that was inspired by Game of Thrones, and it's my older fairy tale, and it's not the final version. It's one of the old no final versions, and this kind of version has 16 views. But Vera, the vampire girl, has now how many episodes? Wait a minute. I don't know. Wait a minute. 58? Yes, 63. Yes, I created 63 chapters about Vera the Vampire Diary because I completed the first season with 30 chapters, second season has 28 chapters, and third season has now 5 chapters. And Vera's stories are not in top 10. But I think it can be maybe about low marketing. Yes, I think so. But I don't have money for doing marketing. I can tell you why I'm doing Peter. Why I'm writing my novel Vera the Vampire Diary. I write my novel because I decided that if you want to practice your output in English, you have to practice your writing skills. I write my diary in English, and I started to write my fairy tales in English because I decided that my Peter's English podcast has to be about my own fairy tales in English. That was the start. And I did it. You can read my oldest fairy tales in English that are about practicing my output in English. I mean the writing. Don't think that I try to have Nobel Prize or something like for literature. No, it's only about practicing my writing skills. And that's it. Don't think that I try to be like Tolkien or Rowling. No. You can write me about this, and the main goal of this was practicing my writing skills in English, and thanks to writing my stories in Slovak and put it into the chat of Microsoft Copilot, I can see the real English, and I can learn a lot of new English vocabulary thanks to the translate of Microsoft Copilot. And it's a good idea how to practice your writing skills. Yes, I couldn't write in English directly, but I think the writing in Slovak is better because I don't know. I can improve my English vocabulary thanks to seeing the real text translated by AI chatbots, and that's the main goal. As I said 100 times in this live stream, that I write my novel, The Vampire Diary, because it's my hobby. Doing this podcast, I mean Peter's English podcast, and I simply want to practice my writing skills in English because the best idea how to start to speak English, you have to write something in English, and I do it regularly. I created my own fantasy world. I created my own main character that I like, and where I strict dominant female character, and I created a sitcom because We Are the Vampire Diary is a sitcom, and I laugh a lot when I'm writing. It's like watching a good and interesting movie with a lot of funny, wild dialogues. And you can read it if you want, but you don't need. And but it's funny that people don't watch. But I think that it can be the marketing that no one knows something about it. And what else? Yes, I think that I didn't tell you. Yes, I think I can repeat myself. It's my Peter's word. People, the last Monday, on Easter Monday, I changed my website, Peter's English Podcast website. I think that it was the last Monday. Yes, I didn't tell you something about it because I did it on Easter Monday. Yes, I didn't tell you. Now is the best idea. People, you don't believe me, but Peter's English Podcast website was a big mess. Yes, there was a lot of old posts and this kind of shit because it was a shit. And why it was shit? Because there were a lot of old posts, and this kind of posts were fairy tales and description of my older episodes that are not very actual. And I simply decided that my Peter's English Podcast website has to be the official fan page of Vera the Vampire Diary. Why? Because my novel Vera the Vampire Diary is the flagship novel of my podcast, and I decided that people can like it, people can read it, people can watch it, and people later then discover other kind of my content that can watch in English. And what I did, I deleted every other kind of posts posts, and I kept only 3 fan pages of my novel, the Vampire Diary. I kept the fan page for season 1, for season 2, and season 3, and then I added every season now has 3 kind of embed players. The first one is YouTube embed player, Spotify embed player, and Pocket Cast embed player, and these 3 kind of embed players have Peter's English Podcast playlist, and that's great. You can watch my novel. You can watch my whole playlist of Peter's English Podcast on YouTube, on Spotify, or you can listen to as audio on Pocket Cast. Great idea. And I added in my Instagram, yes, because Peter's English Podcast is on Instagram, but I'm not very active there because no one cares. People only watch my Instagram and don't click on my podcast. And what else? Now my fan pages look like real fan pages because every fan page has the main title picture of the season. Every fan page contains, I think this is the best word, every podcast, every season fan page contains the whole season with the all chapters for this season, and people can read it, or people can read and watch on Spotify, on YouTube, or you can listen to as audio on on Pocket Cast, and it looks great. And I created official fan pages on my website for season 1, season 2, and now season 3. And you can find on my fan page for season 3 of season 1 all 40 chapters. Season 2 has all 28 chapters, and season 3 has now 4 chapters, but I want to add the 5th chapter 5. And every season has everything that it has to have. And now my official website, that's called the official fan page of Viera the Vampire Diary, has only 3 posts about these 3 seasons. And I discovered that I had two kind of archives. The first archive was the real archive, that is the main page of my podcast page, and the second one was the false one that that looked terrible, and I decided to delete it. And now my podcast has only the main page, the section about me, and the section contact, and the main archive is the part of the main page of my podcast page, and you can find all 3 seasons, and it looks better. And I discovered that on phone with Android it looks perfect. But yes, I think that I discovered this is the better thing. I discovered that on computers with Windows 11, it's the text on the right side. It's not very good, but it's not. But this kind of theme of my WordPress web page is not. It wasn't created as blog. It was created for streamers, because I chose the theme for streamers, and it looks great. The colors are great. Everything looks great. I think it looks great. It looks better, and it's not a mess now. And this was and when I did it during Easter Monday, and I did it. Okay, people, I did it. Now it looks better. Okay, what else? Yes, I wanted to talk about my novel, that my fairy tales, my old fairy tales, and mainly my novel, where the Vampire Diary doesn't have good numbers. But who cares? The main thing is that people watch my content, but I don't know if people like it or not. But it's not about it. The main thing is that is my hobby, and the second thing is that I can practice my speaking skills in English, because it's a good idea to do it. And this was the main reason why I started Peter's English Podcast. It's about practicing and having fun with learning English, and I do it the whole time. And people do it. Create your own podcast. Start to write your own novel. It don't need to be long. It can be short. Your novel can have short chapters, and your whole novel can be short, but it has to have a lot of funny dialogues. You have to like it. Create your own main character. Create your own universe, and practice your writing skills in English, and do it like me, and use your podcast as your main home of your novel. And yes, you can use, if you want to be everywhere, you have to have your own RSS feed and use the free podcast hosting service. Mine is free, and it's called Spotify for Creators. It's totally free, but you can use others. There is a big competition, but for me is the best idea, Spotify, because it's free. I can use it for my video and audio podcast that is in full HD. Okay. What else? Peter, don't be shy. Don't stop. Simply talk. Oh, I've been talking for 30 minutes. Perfect. And and yes, now I want to talk the last 40 minutes, and we can start. What we can start? Uh, what we can that people you can watch and you can enjoy my novel if you like it, of course. And you can write positive comments if you want, but please be positive, be supportive, and only in English. And I don't want to see only question marks and this kind of nonsense, because every nonsense I simply delete and I can block you. And yes, now I can talk. Who is the best candidate for being my friend? Yes, I want to talk. I mean, I have to create Peter's English podcast community, and who can be the part of this community? The part of the community can be people like me who like learning English, who simply watch movies and series in English, who likes listening to English podcasts and audiobooks, who are content creators like me. That means you like doing your own English podcasts for practicing your English, and you write your own novel for practicing your English. Yes, people. This kind of people has to have the same thinking like me, because for me learning English is my lifestyle, and it has to be your lifestyle too. And I don't want to waste my time with someone who doesn't care about me, who are think that I'm doing full of myself of this kind of activity. I don't care about these people, because it's my hobby. It's my hobby, and you cannot do nothing. You cannot stop me. And yes, if you want to try to stop me doing this, I want to warn you that you cannot stop me, because learning English is my hobby and you cannot do anything against it, because you cannot stop me. It's my hobby and you have to accept it. And that's all. And if you don't like me, you don't need to watch me. There are a lot of other content creators that you can watch. And okay, what else? Now, people, I have to tell you, yes, the next thing, that the next week I want to finish the free archive of Luke's English podcast. Yay! I've been listening to my favorite English podcast for 3 years, and I started to listen Luke's English podcast on August 2023. I found it on Pocket Cast, and I started with the free episodes of free archive, and I usually listen one episode per day, and now I have to listen only to last 3 episodes of the free archive, and I can successfully manage the whole archive. That's great. I can finish the whole archive, and I'm proud of it, because Luke's English podcast is perfect for your English. It's about natural British English, how it's spoken, and the owner is English teacher, stand-up comedian Luke Thompson. It's very funny, and his podcast it's about natural British English. It's about storytelling, rambling, and interview with his friends and family, and it's very good for your English. Listen to it. And if you want to support Luke, and if you want to learn English, simply pay for Luke's English podcast premium. Yes, it's about Luke's teaching. And you can use another, because my second favorite is All This English podcast. I listened to until now more than 100 episodes of All This English podcast. Thanks you girls for all this English. I'm your big fan. And you can use their paid service if you want. Yes, but I don't know this. Yes, I don't know. And the fourth one is Georgiana Speak English Podcast Now. It's about American English, because All This English and Speak English Podcast Now are about American English and culture. And I finished the whole archive of Speak English Podcast Now 1 year ago. Yeah, yes, you can. You now know about it. And people, you can find my my Peter's English podcast and my favorite English podcast on my in my link tree, and you can listen to. You have to listen, except speaking skills. You have to listen a lot and use my favorite English podcast because they are great. Okay, it's not easy to talk and talk and talk, but I have to do it, and I want to continue because I'm strongly motivated. Let's continue. As you know, if you want to improve your English, you have to start with listening. You have to listen how real English is spoken. And the best are my favorite English podcasts. And there are Lux English podcasts. If you want to listen natural British English, then all is English. If you want to listen natural American English and speak English podcast now with Georgiana, you can use them. You can listen to them, and you have to listen to them. And the best thing is, you do not need to listen the whole day, and if you don't have time, you can use podcast apps and podcast apps can pause and remember your listening position, and you can return and continue. You don't need to listen the whole episode. You can simply listen whenever you want. And how you can listen? I listen when I have free time or if I'm doing something. And this is the best part. I discovered people. I talk about it every ramble episode, that I like to do something at home while I'm listening to my favorite English podcast, and it works, and it can work for you too. But you have to try, and don't be shy, and don't be scared. And how you can do it? You can wash dishes. You can do your chores at home while are you listening to your favorite English podcast, and you can finish your work, be happy, be motivated, and have fun with doing your chores, because my favorite English podcasts are great for everyone, not only myself. And I do this free ad for them because these podcasters love their podcast, they love their job, and they want to help you, and you can be part of their communities like me. I mean free communities, but if you want to pay, you can. And for people in Slovakia, you can use free videos or pay service of jazykový mentoring.sk or výuka aj online.cz, because there are great English learning platforms for people for Slovakia or Czechia, in Slovakia or Czechia, and because you have to practice, and you can discover how to do it thanks to this English learning platform, because these English learning platforms contain the free videos how to do it. And yes, people, the fans of Duolingo, of this kind of shit, don't use it. It doesn't work, because as I said a lot of times before, Duolingo is only a game. It contains only American English. This is true. And if you want to practice your English, you have to do it without this app. But if you want to use it, but it's your thing. It's your business. It's not my thing. It's not my business. And okay, I've been streaming for 38 minutes, and I don't want to end. I want to talk for the next 22 minutes, and I don't know what else to think. How to think now. I don't know how to continue. Yes, I talk about my listening habits, and I want to tell you about my writing habits, that I usually write my novel, Virtual Empirical Diary, every Saturday, as you know. That's my plan. And I started to read. Yes, I mean that I started to use I started to listen to my favorite audiobooks. I listened to Dracula by Bram Stoker as English audiobook while I'm reading, and it's great, because if you want to improve your English, you have to practice your speaking skills, your listening skills, and your reading skills. You have to read a lot, and I started to do it, and it's fun. this book is very good, but you can choose something else, of course. There are a lot of options for everyone. And okay, I've been streaming for 40 minutes. And I want to stream for the last 20 minutes, but I don't know. Yes, people, what can I tell you that today is Sunday. It was beautiful spring day, but I don't know about your weather. Because every place is different on our great planet Earth. And what else? Oof. Peter, don't be quiet. Simply talk and talk. Yes, I can. What can I tell you? Yes, of course. Use the help of AI chatbots. Use them. AI chatbots are great for learning English. Don't be scared. Don't be shy. You can use it. And don't believe people who are talking that AI chatbots are bad and evil. No, they aren't. They are not. Because if you are internet user, you have to write your information everywhere and to everyone. I mean, to big companies like Google and this kind of companies, and you don't care about it, I think. But why are you scared from using AI chatbots? Imagine that AI chatbots can be good English teachers. You can have fun with them. They can joke. They can support you. They can be very good creative partners and people. Don't believe that AI chatbots were created for replacing humans. No, they were not. AI chatbots were created as your creative partners, as a tool. Use it as a tool. And don't replace AI chatbots for replacing your contact with other humans, of course. It's only a tool. But you can practice your speaking skills with AI chatbots too. Yes, you can use their voice modes. I didn't try it because I use my podcast, but I was thinking about it that I can do this voice mode here during the live stream, but I don't know if I can do it. I want to ask about it. And simply people use the help of AI chatbots. It helped me a lot. Thanks to AI chatbots, I created this podcast. I created my website. I found my free podcast hosting service, Spotify for creators. I simply use it more than 1 year, and it's great. It's not evil. It can teach you about a lot of useful things about learning English, about the life in general, and so on. You can find a lot of interesting information from the internet. It's a very good tool. Yes, a very good tool. And don't believe people that AI can be self-aware and this kind. No one wants to create a self-aware, dangerous AI. No. Now only companies can create AI chatbots, and I don't think that companies want to create dangerous AI. Don't think about it in this way, people. AI chatbots are great tools, and I don't think that someone wanted to create dangerous AI. No, don't believe this. Okay. Yes, and don't believe everything on the internet, because internet is full of nonsense, full of dangerous information. And care about your health and think positively. And yes, Peter, you haven't told it, but you have to think in English. It helps me a lot. I always think in English a lot, because I always think in English. And you can hire your own English teacher like me. Hi, my English teacher. You have to hire an English teacher because you want to practice your English with real people. And English teachers can give you great feedback. But think, people, that one English lesson per week is not enough. You have to simply practice with yourself during your free time during week, between your English lesson with your English teacher. And you can use the help of AI chatbots that can do everything now. And yes, people, you can use AI chatbots for practicing everything for your favorite English podcast from your English teacher. And you can, thanks to AI chatbots, you can improve your English now. And okay, I can see that the light is perfect. Okay, I've been streaming for 45 minutes. And yes, I can tell you about my podcast stuff. Why not? What I use? I use my. Okay, I can tell you the history. Or no. I can start with with my actual gear. I use my microphone Logitech and my Logitech Blue Yeti microphone. It's great for for content creators like me, but you can use something else. I use my Logitech MX Brio webcam 4K, but I stream and record in 4K. And okay, Peter, don't be scared. No one wants to attack you. You can continue. And I use my LED studio LED light. It's called Connect IT. Connect IT studio LED light. And this you can use. You have to use this studio LED light for light for the best light for of your face, because people and yes, people, try to speak with your webcam. Webcam is your friend. Webcam is your lover. Webcam is most important thing if you do your podcast, because thanks to webcam you can connect with your audience. Yes, I'm playing on a big podcaster, but who cares? Simply you can practice your appearance, because no one practice speaking skills now in general, and you can see why people are so shy, why people have problems with speaking, and this is the best thing. You can practice your speaking skills, you can practice your appearance thanks to your own English podcast, and have fun, and you can connect with everyone. And now I can tell you about the start of Peter's English podcast. I started with my phone only, and now you can see, thanks to AI chatbots, I discovered that I can use not very expensive podcast stuff, like my microphone, like my webcam, like my LED light, and I use my gaming notebook, because I use his gaming power for streaming and listening. And yes, it costs a lot. It was expensive, but for me it's a great tool for streaming and recording and work. And the main reason is that I didn't use it for playing games. I use it as the great tool, because only gaming computers have very good quality for a long time. And okay, Peter, don't be scared. It was only a dog outside somewhere, but he's not here. You cannot attack you. And I use this gaming notebook. It's a very great tool and helper for me. And you don't need this expensive notebook. You can use normal notebook, but I think my opinion is that gaming notebook has very good quality, and it cannot be broken very in a short time, and no, and that's great. And you can create your podcast about everything. And the first gear that I bought was my microphone, and because my podcast was only audio. And then I decided that I want to do my own TV show. Yeah, and my podcast is full HD, and I use my webcam. The second thing was webcam, and I used my very old notebook that I used until I bought my new notebook, my new gaming notebook, and then I bought my headphones, my studio headphones for monitoring the sound, because if you want to use your podcast, if you want to monitor the sound of your voice, you have to use this. I don't use it for for the being more cool. No, I monitor my voice. And the most funny situation was when I started to do it. It was very funny. But now everything is about practicing. Yes, people, everything is about practicing. The first minutes of monitoring my voice was funny, was strange. I laughed a lot, but then it was a routine. And you can discover on my videos that I use my MP3 earphones. And then after I bought the professional studio headphone by Aerodynamic, yes, you can use something else. For I discovered that the power of the gain of, the power of my microphone was too strong. I was shouting at you. It was terrible. But I used the help of AI chatbots, and they helped me. And thanks to AI chatbots, I improved my setup of my OBS studio, of my microphone, of my webcam, because I discovered that I did my live streams in potato mode. That means in very low mode, in very low resolution. and then I used the help of AI chatbots, and I improved my resolution of my from the potato mode into full HD, 60 pixels per second, and you can see the difference now. And thanks to this, and thanks to AI chatbots, I discovered that the light can improve the light of my face. And that's great. You can buy it, doesn't cost a lot. And it's great. And yes, I think that only thing that I need, I don't know if I need. The guest would be fine, because the plan is that in the future I can start Peter's talk show, and this kind of format is about talking with guests, and I can, because I want to do this kind of episodes like other podcasters have, but I don't have any guests until now. But who cares? If I one day find someone, okay. But if not, okay. My podcast is about practicing my English, and that's all. And what else? I simply told you everything. Yes, I can tell you about English, that English is very important for you, because thanks to learning English you can open a lot of doors. And don't forget, English is the language of every job, because every company, the language of the business is English. And don't forget that English is the language of the internet, and English is the main language of the content, because there are a lot of English content in English. Imagine the big world of English podcasts, imagine the big world of English audiobooks, and imagine the big world of English movies and series that you can buy and you can watch, and you can simply have a lot of fun with English content. You can be content creator like me. You can create your own English podcast. You can create your own English novel and have fun with writing your own characters, your own fantasy, and learn English. And imagine that thanks to learning English, you can travel around the world. You can have a better job. You can find new friends. You can find a love, maybe. Who knows? It's not about it. It's not very easy topic as someone think, because there are a lot of people who thinks that to be married and have partner is everything, but you have to be lucky about it. And if you are making fun of this kind of people who are single, you can shame. It's terrible, because it's not so easy as you think. And I think your life is boring if you are making fun of this. If someone is single, it's not funny. And because the life isn't about be married. You have to be married. You have to have a partner that is supportive. That is, it's not everyone. It's not easy to find. And you only make people, if you make fun of people that are single, if you make fun of people who are single, you hurting this kind of people, because it's not easy. It's not easy to find someone. And the next thing is that who knows if you can be you if you are married or have a partner and you make a fun of someone, one day you can be single too, and other people make fun of you too. Okay, I think that's all. And yeah, oh, I be streaming for 55 minutes. The time goes so fast. Perfect. I managed it. The last 5 minutes. People simply learning English can open you a lot of doors, and that's great. You can have fun with it. You can change your life forever. You can change the life of you, of your family, of your children, and be successful and meet new people and be happy because learning. Yes, I can tell you, people, don't believe this kind of nonsense how to invest money and so on. Invest into your future. I mean, invest into yourself, invest into your health, invest into your children, and start learning English. Thanks to learning English, you can do the best investment of your life if you are healthy. Because thanks to learning English, you can totally change your life. This is the best investment. Please don't invest into your money and other shit, because it's shit, it's only an art. Learning English can really change your life, and yes, I want to open your eyes and I want to inspire you for learning English. And learning English is the best method how to defeat the life without money, how to change your life, how to have a good job, how to live how you want and have fun and meet new people and connect with other people. Because thanks to learning English is not, as said Luke Thompson from Luke's English podcast and other people. Learning English is not is not a 1 meter 100 race. It's a marathon. It's your lifestyle. And thanks to learning English, you can change your life. Learning English is about connecting with everyone in the world. It's about you can socialize. Thanks to learning English, you can socialize and change your life and be successful and be happy. Because people are happy when they socialize with someone who are friends, and if you can connect with people like you who can support you, and thanks to learning English, you can change your life. I simply do it every ramble episode, but who cares? I don't care if I have numbers, but I want to inspire you for learning English. Yes, I'm not a native English speaker, but I did not create my podcast for teaching you English. No, I want to show you. I want to do the reality show how I'm learning English. I want to inspire you, and I want to practice my English. And that was the main reason. If you don't like my podcast, if you are thinking that I'm making fool of myself, I don't care about you, and I don't want to connect with you. If I discover that you fix this, if you have this kind of thoughts, I simply delete you from my life forever. And I don't want to waste my time with someone who doesn't care about my life, who doesn't care about learning English, who make fun of me that I'm single, and this kind of nonsense. And I want to tell you that it's true. Okay, I don't want to be nervous at the end of this live stream. And it's the last minute. Okay, I want to read you my slogan. Thanks to it, I can inspire you. Learn English, be successful, change your life. Open a lot of doors, create your own podcast, write your own novel. You don't need to be talented because learning English is for everyone. Yes, people, and the last thing is, if you doing your live stream, look into your webcam, but you can use the stream. I mean the stream of your streaming service, and it can help you because we people like the best communication between two people is is looking into the eyes of your communicator. Yes, I want to tell you that people usually communicate with others when you are if you are looking into the eyes of your friend or and so on. And I'm doing the same. I simply looking at myself. I mean, in OBS Studio, and I'm motivating myself. And it is normal. Okay. Yes, I think that is normal that I have to watch into my webcam. Yes, I know. But I'm helping myself when I'm looking into myself. And it's like practicing my English skills thanks to looking myself in to mirror, because in normal life you normally watch into eyes of your friend, and I'm doing it when I'm looking at myself in OBS Studio screen during the live streaming. Okay, I have enough. Oh, I have been streaming for 1 hour, 1 minute. Okay, people, that's it. I want to end this. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Please, you can support me with following. I mean, you can follow my YouTube. You can follow me everywhere. You can support me with positive comments in English. But please be polite. And if you want to connect me, you have to be like me. You have to like learning English like me. And so learning English has to be your lifestyle, and you have to enjoying English content like me, and you have to be content creator like me. Learn English, be successful, change your life, because learning English is for everyone. Simply, people, watch me, listen to me, follow me everywhere, and that's it. I want to tell you, bye bye.